Hi Scorpio, welcome to your reading for Wednesday, January 10th. This reading's timeless, so whenever you come across it, hopefully it has something for you. I'm all bundled up. It's cold. Definitely been feeling heavy, weird energy in the ethers. Like if you've been doing some spiritual warfare, you must be doing good because there's some like evil plot and desperation feeling going on. So we're gonna ask Spirit for some advice. For how to jump onto your highest timeline. So go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, and share if you haven't done so already. Thanks for being here. Let's go. It's getting stuck on my sweatshirt. Might be getting in your way a little bit, Scorpios. I'm feeling drawn to use this Eldritch Overload deck. I'm not super familiar with the particulars of the deck itself, like the nuances, but the Eldritch Overload is like this cyberpunk deck of like a dystopian post-apocalyptic world. So we'll get into some intuitive stuff with this. I feel like if there's some icky ethers energy, this is going to clarify that. So the Chariot reverse, yeah. There's people trying to keep you stuck. Look at that Chariot. That's awesome. Or some energies. What are these energies trying to keep Scorpio stuck? Whoa. Two of Pentacles reversed. You might be trying to bring something in balance for yourself. Somebody was feeding off your energy or something. This card's interesting because it's got the all-seeing eye on it, like, and then there's this saying here that says life support terminating. Insert to Scythe Gold to continue. There's this episode, I think it's of Black Mirror, where like people are allowed to maintain their existence in the afterlife, but only with a certain amount of like coinage or whatever their currency is. And some people exist in the afterlife with nothing but like a pencil and one shoe in like a white room where nothing's going on. And I love that show. It's good. So I don't know. Maybe you're watching Black Mirror. Speaking of quantum, like jumping onto your highest timeline, there was an episode in that show about a quantum computer. So that might be worth looking into. It was in season 6. So check it out. I think it was season 6. Page of Swords reverse. My goodness. Wish this person would go away. So Page of Swords reverse is somebody who is like either watching you to like catch you making a misstep, so you're like on your toes all the time, which is something that's going to induce anxiety for you, right? Or some sense in like a more ethereal version of that interpretation, like some sense of being watched by like a tyrannical I keep hearing the word overlord, but I'm thinking like a religious belief system or something, like a tyrannical religious belief system. My best friend growing up was Catholic, and she always said she had Catholic guilt, so something like that, but more sinister. Ten of Swords, some kind of betrayal. Whoever betrayed you, it's like you probably already know. So we won't linger on that energy for too long. I have this feeling it's about. Oh, okay. This card just wanted to slip off. I tried to set it down. Two of Wands. That's interesting. This Two of Wands card is like this person. There's beer and pills as these illusions on either side of like this virtual space. So you might be resisting moving through a doorway, or somebody you're dealing with might have resisted moving through like to the next phase of their evolution or something. preferring instead to like stick with some sort of vice, to stay on some sort of timeline where that was their choice. Or this could be you, Scorpio, like not really seeing what is holding you to this sort of like virtual, you're being held to some sort of virtual reality, or like you're living in some sort of illusion that's keeping you away from what's right in front of you. It's like you're being sucked back into the Matrix, or like this is the Chariot reverse. Something's trying to suck you back into the Matrix. So I have this feeling it's related to some sort of past life karma. We're going to pull a couple of these and then we'll kind of get into a more regular flow of this reading. But these energies have been weird. That's all I've got to say. Destroyer, destruction, the fool, saboteur, helpless maiden. What? Okay, so you might be dealing with an air sign with the Page of Swords reversed and the Fool here. A self-destructive air sign, or somebody who is like, I'm hearing like a kamikaze sort of like spiritual destroyer, a saboteur. That's really interesting. Who's this helpless maiden? Oh gosh. Murdered. Suicide, murdered witness with poison. That's dark. Illusionist, Wiccan, witness, alchemist, sorcerer or sorceress, a headhunter, a ritual priest, cannibal, and human sacrifices. Forced underground, disowned, banishment, ritual sacrifice, magic, murder, and destruction, acquisition, gambling, or speculation, miser, inheritance. Wow. So somebody came in to sabotage your magic, your inheritance of like magical abilities, especially if you're like a Wiccan or an alchemist or sorcerer or sorceress. But I'm feeling that this sorcerer or sorceress is that like Queen of Wands reverse that keeps coming up in your readings, who like is kind of on the dark side of things, ritual sacrifice, like headhunters, awful stuff. You may have suspected that somebody wanted to get rid of you. Hopefully not. But with poison sideways, like this could also like, hopefully it's not, like actual, maybe somebody viewed you as a helpless maiden, whether you're male or female, like maybe because you're a kind person, this person who comes from this like ickiness, maybe thought that they could sort of like gaslight you into like giving up, and when you didn't, they like resorted to other means of making you feel like you were not valid. And this person was sent to you literally in order to rob you of your magical inheritance, basically to try and like unravel your mind. Wealth, miser, shunned, exiled, forced underground, disowned, gambling or speculation. I'm sorry, what? That's so crazy. Okay. Oh, somebody. Wow. It says Freemason, Rosicrucian, Kamara, or other secret society. Whoa. So this secret society that you were dealing with, really not good people. Not that you even knew you were dealing with them. It's somebody who you were involved with, who was literally sent to like bring a bomb into your life with his 10 of swords and this destroyer here and keep you stuck with his 2 of wands, the Chariot reverse, the Two of Pentacles reversed and the Page of Swords reversed. First of all, they failed. Man, these readings have been so intense, like the last couple nights. They failed to rob you of your magical inheritance, whether or not you're a sorcerer or sorceress, male, female. Again, they attempted, once that this failed, to make you go underground, or exile you, or make you feel shunned or disowned or banished, because they wanted to sacrifice you. That's crazy. I'm hearing, I think the term, I don't speak Russian, but there's this term, Bugaditsa. I think it's Catholic Orthodoxy, some kind of belief system about like these different incarnations of Mother Mary and like their children. And if you look it up online, there's like all these different women who have like gone through this resurrection of Mary process or whatever. It's like these women that are believed to be like her offspring, or her, I don't know. Anyway, there's all kinds, and that is coming to mind with this woman here, and sacrifice and magic and forced underground and this other weird secret society. There's also this, sorry, I just saw court, governor, advisor, deposer, government reversed. They might be associated with some like shadow government, or they might have some sort of shadow government or some sort of control over governance, through, they might be like really powerful people through money, or I don't know, maybe they own a lot of like businesses, or they're the kinds of people who like will, if they don't get their way, excuse me, they'll just pay someone to manage it. And it's like, it's kind of like no matter what they did, you have this ability and you've inherited it, and like they can't undo that. So I just felt like grabbing the Thoth Tarot. Let's get some advice. This is crazy reading already. But I think that we can move it into some, since you're this alchemist, it's like all you need to do is go to sleep with a good mindset, and then wake up on your new timeline. I'm also hearing the OA, the Original Angel, season 2. There's like this idea that they can like skip timelines, and like, I don't know, there's like this whole ritual process they have to go through in order for that to happen. And I'm hearing like, no, it's literally as simple as like going to sleep with like some music on, or some affirmations, or like just being in a good headspace, and then falling asleep with that in your subconscious, and then waking up. And like you can get to a point of consciousness where you just are waking up in your next like interdimensional highest timeline. So advice for Scorpios: pleasure, sun and Scorpio. That's awesome. 6 of Cups. So follow your joy, Scorpio. Yeah, all this stuff, this is why these people have failed. Is because you do this anyways. You follow your joy anyways, regardless of the circumstances, regardless of the situation. It's like the whole idea of being an alchemist. It's not always that the situation's going to be happy, right? But you can make the best out of it, eventually to the point where you can create a foundation for happiness, and then eventually happiness. It's like you know how to play the long game, and you have been, and you're currently at a point in your transmutations where you just follow your joy. The Emperor, yeah, you rule. You rule. You literally just rule. You rule your timeline. You rule your perception. You rule your kingdom, your empire. And your empire is the empire of your mind, of your perception, especially with this 33-degree like what is that called? Compass and angle, like triangle here, like this 33-degree eye of the all-seeing eye. It's like somebody was trying to like literally mess with your vision. You might be having like stuff going on with your eyes or your third eye, all of your eyes. And this is literally just people trying to step in where they have no business stepping because you're the emperor, male or female. Like you have rulership over this. You also are aware of the karmic inheritance of all this past life stuff that's been going on, the multiple lives that this sort of group of people have like sabotaged. It's like you were sent here in order to redirect the flow of karma back with that two of pentacles to bring something into balance. You were sent here to bring something into balance for this group of people, and that feeling of like evil plot desperation I was getting at the beginning of this reading, 1555 on the timer, big changes, is these people shitting themselves because they know karma's on the way. Okay, the Hermit. What's going on here? You might be dealing with a Virgo. You might have a Virgo friend or family member, somebody close to you who is like helpful in this situation. There's the cosmic egg here with the snake. The Hermit's holding the light. You have the three-headed dog of the underworld. Excuse me. I think this is a sperm. I don't actually know. And then all of these like shafts of wheat around this person. So it's like this person holds the secrets of how to illuminate the universe. Like the hermit's eyes are not on anything but this cosmic egg. They're like constantly looking forward to, they're constantly planting seeds, like looking for what will come. And so you maybe have been in that energy as well. But if you're feeling like you've been a little stuck because of this nonsense, even if you are in your pleasure and your joy, even if you do rule your empire, or if you're associated with an Aries who also is helping you or supporting you with this card on top of this Aries here, you might have Aries in your chart. Even if you're like following your joy, this Hermit is like helping you, helping to pave a path, I'm hearing, for you to move forward. The Six of Cups in the traditional tarot also means not to get stuck in nostalgia. So you may have recently discovered all of this about your past life stuff. Like you might have had like a past life regression or some sort of somatic healing or a Kundalini awakening, or maybe you just inherited some journals or something. I don't know. Like you may have just discovered this about the past. You could have just been doing research. With the Page of Swords reversed, it was like not what you wanted to find, but this Hermit's helping to pave the way because they hold the secrets of manifestation as well. 9 is like the culmination of spiritual knowledge, while 10 is the closing out of like that cycle, right? Excuse me. Advice for Scorpios: success. Moon and Taurus, focus on your successes. Taurus is your opposite in terms of the zodiac, and 6 and 6 here. You might be seeing 666 as confirmation of these messages. A reading came out a while back, like last month, that talked about how it's like you've learned to embrace the role. It was maybe just, I can't remember the time, like 2 weeks ago even, but it was about how you've learned to embrace the role of your zodiacal opposite through essentially like letting spirit serve your physical form, whereas before perhaps you were using your physical form to serve the spiritual like mission that you came here for. And like the kind of irony of that is that your spiritual mission is to like show the spiritual form the importance of your 3D avatar or something, so that the spirit can also respect the 3D avatar. So you might literally be dealing with some sort of like yeah, like ethereal warfare over here, and you're like, well, this is my avatar. Look at what being in my body consciousness does, like listening to my body, listening to my gut, listening to, like, when I'm full and I feel full, I'm done eating. When I'm hungry, I eat. When I feel like I need to take a shower, I go take a shower. When I want to go outside and it's raining, I go outside even though it's raining and I feel the rain. I don't just get wet, like, I think that's why this emperor is here as well. The bees are interesting on his tunic because they represent working as a community. But you have the hermit here, success. So you might have been invited to work in a community or be in community somehow through something that brings you joy. Like if you've been working on just being in your happy place or doing what makes you happy or working on a hobby or something, you may be invited to work as part of a community by this emperor figure. And you may be in hermit mode and wanting to stay there, but like your Six of Pentacles is that this person or this situation will be fair. And it's possible you've not experienced much fairness in, if you're an artist, especially like communal situations where your art was, or your craft was celebrated. It was also like utilized improperly, I'm hearing. And like you have a new situation now where fairness is coming for you. Ten of Wands, oppression. Sagittarius, Saturn and Sagittarius. Ten of Wands. So I've been reading, that's interesting. Ten of Pentacles reversed. You might be feeling some sort of like financial oppression right now. This is your Mercury in Virgo. And you have Virgo here. And it's literally because of this hermit mode. Again, this hermit might help you to press on, but it's going to be a little bit harder, which is okay because, again, I've been reading this card lately as like handing your burdens over to spirit. These two wands here are these like Tibetan Buddhist traditional like weapons. And they, in the Two of Wands of this deck, are read that way, like as weapons. The Two of Wands is called dominion. So there's something about you turning things over to spirit that has given you dominion and made you into this emperor, but it's been at a very high price, like a great cost. This came through in your reading, the same reading I'm talking about. It must have been like last week. I don't remember. But essentially it's like you may have been some sort of like ascended being or like ascended master, and then come through the Sephiroth like backwards to ground yourself in this reality, to like try to like help raise the vibration here or something. So the cost was like maybe your soul. You could have also been like a fallen angel or something. Like maybe you did not, in the ethers, like ages and ages and ages and ages ago, maybe you didn't make the right choice, but you've done all the karmic work, and it was hard. So we're gonna clarify with the regular tarot. I'm glad this reading is looking better than it was yesterday, and I think it's because we're diving into the out there stuff that needed to be brought like down. What's oppression? Ten of Wands for Scorpio. Ace of Cups. Oh yeah, turning it over to spirit is your new beginning, your new emotional beginning. That's amazing. You know what I'm hearing is that You're given the Emperor, you're given success, but the cost that it came at actually makes accepting this new emotional beginning like kind of difficult for you. This is somebody who suffered a lot, and you don't just like drop your suffering and move into a new timeline, right? But that's the whole point of this reading, is shifting to your highest vibrational timeline. So maybe you can. Maybe you have some sort of key to be able to do that, or you find some sort of key to be able to do that. I'm thinking about like basically any movie with a journey of the hero plotline where the hero goes through all kinds of crazy stuff, and then they're just like, okay, I'm gonna go have a happy family now. And it's like, well, you don't feel scarred emotionally by any of that. Like, this is you finding some way to move forward without like being like Frodo, who, can never heal from being stabbed on Weathertop and then has to go to with the elves, Valinor at the end, because he just can't live a normal life anymore. Like, somehow you figure out how to move on. What's the Ten of Pentacles reversed for Scorpios? The Hanged Man. Keeping stuck. Yeah, so you're keeping yourself stuck, Scorpio? I don't know that it's a bad thing, or that you feel like it's a bad thing. Again, I think you're kind of used to this, like, sort of energy of self-sacrifice in order to, like, get knowledge or insight or, like, feel enlightened. It could also be an epiphany coming your way about your finances, or about what it is that you feel creates your Ten of Pentacles. That came out in your reading yesterday or the day before. Like, what you think makes you happy, there's some kind of like epiphany to be had regarding that. Can we clarify this Hangman with the Ten of Pentacles, please, Spirit? I'm actually getting like a really good feeling in my hand. Page of Swords reversed. What? Oh, Page of Swords reversed is somebody looking into your business with the Hangman to keep you stuck. And they actually might be seeing that you gave and gave and gave over and over and over to situations, or like more than you had. You gave everything you had. And your epiphany, what's your epiphany? Nine of Wands, wounded warrior. So I think that this Page of Swords person, if there's somebody who's been watching you to try and like get some dirt, to try and to see if you've like misstepped or something, to wait and see about your missteps, they're seeing instead your Nine of Wands, like you as the wounded warrior being stuck and having given everything. And so your epiphany is basically like, oh, I did go through that. You could be a vet, or you could be somebody who worked for like a corrupt corporation or system with government reversed there. Shadow government. Spy. The spy card is here too. Like some sort of spy. Oh my gosh. King of Wands reversed. The moon. Four Swords upright. And the Two of Pentacles came out. So you are definitely bringing something into balance, Scorpio. Force. The star on the bottom. King of Wands reverse. Let's see. Something about inaction. The star. Wish fulfillment. Six Pentacles reverse. Inaction. Somebody not wanting to, like, especially financially, offer what they owe. Balance here, but it's like you're already in this success. Again, this is your highest timeline. This is your reading for switching to your highest timeline. So looking at this as though this has already occurred or is already occurring is one of the first ways to achieve that. What's the Hermit for Scorpio? Queen of Cups reversed. Not a very nice person. Okay. Somebody who pretends to be emotional or like compassionate, but it's like in order to get what they want. But there's a couple of people like that in this reading, Scorpio. I'm not gonna lie. What is this Hermit with the Queen of Cups reversed for Scorpio? Page of Pentacles reversed. Queen of Swords reversed and the Six of Pentacles reversed. So this Hermit person, if it's not you, Scorpio, like just in Hermit mode, and it's actually somebody you're dealing with, they may be sheltering you, or they may be showing you how to, they may be sheltering you from viewing a situation in a way that would allow for compassion to this situation. They may be sort of reinforcing a storyline about how this situation lacked compassion for you. It clouded your judgment. It took everything, your Ten of Pentacles. And it may have been involving, could be a child, but it could also be, or somebody who like didn't want to have a child. Or it could be, just somebody who refuses to learn or change their ways. This Two of Wands person back here is sort of stuck in their, or maybe not even stuck, just choosing to be sort of attached to this matrix with the Ten of Swords beneath that. What is the Six of Pentacles for Scorpio, please? Eight of Pentacles. So you've done the work. And this person was trying to like profit off of that by telling some snide, icky, backwards story about you not being like the Queen of Cups. But you have this Ace of Cups as your outcome on top of your Ten of Wands. So whatever burdens you've been carrying, Scorpio, you've managed them like with grace and peace. Eight of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. King of Swords, Eight of Wands reverse. Your truth is like, you're over this situation. You're tired of like it taking forever. It's been taking forever. You've still been doing the work. It's all okay. But like, you're telling the truth about a situation. You're calling like judgment. The King of Swords, you could be dealing with a air sign, Virgo. You could be dealing with Aries, another Scorpio, if you're dealing with anybody at all. But the King of Swords is like you facing things head on, like you doing the work, you facing things head on and bringing success to your situation by being super grounded and clear-minded. And then whatever this person's got going on, it's like super upside down and backwards. I'm also hearing though that there's two perspectives. Still, this Queen of Swords reverse, she's only looking one way. She's got one side. She's not gonna like change her mind about it. This King of Swords is like using, there's two birds behind him, so he has like the ability to see both sides of the perspective. So you may be in a spot where you can see both sides, and whoever you're dealing with, they can only see one. Again, if you're dealing with anybody at all. It might also be this Virgo, like if this Virgo is trying to like protect your perspective of the situation so you can move to your happiness. Like if you were in a situation where you were, for instance, being gaslit or like um whatever this nasty business is, they might be helping to protect your perspective from becoming too compassionate towards your enemies. Which is good. Sometimes we really need that friend, right? Sometimes we need that. What's this? Emperor for Scorpio. Page of Wands reversed. This is you not flirting with any more, like, I'm hearing baseless ideas. You got these three pyramids in the background, and the Page of Wands is upside down. So the Page of Wands is usually somebody who, like, has an idea, and then it sprouts into fruition, right? And, like, becomes this, like, action. This is you not taking action on things that are like basically a waste of your energy. It's like you've learned to recognize what's a waste of your energy. You may be the kind of person who has like a lot of hobbies or a lot of interests, or like a lot of ideas. And in the past, maybe you like put your energy into ideas that never brought results with this Ten of Pentacles reversed and the Ten of Wands. But it's like you've been given a new perspective facing this head on. You've been given a new opportunity where you're in your Emperor energy. Again, maybe something regarding community. Ten of Pentacles reversed again. I think your opportunity was maybe at one point losing everything. Maybe multiple times losing everything. It's like you've lost everything enough times by now to know the red flags when you see them. It doesn't escape my notice that this card is like all red. And that this Page of Wands reversed has a little red feather in his cap. It's like, you know what's coming. You see the signs. Ace of Pentacles reversed with the King of Pentacles. Five of Wands. Huh. So the interesting thing about the Ace of Pentacles is it's like a brand new beginning, right? It's reversed with this Ten of Pentacles reversed. So I'm getting this as like a cycle over and over and over that you've been through. You get up to this King of Pentacles, you get into some skirmish with the community around you, whoever. It could even just be like healthy competition. And then like you embody this King of Pentacles energy and you go into this healthy competition. Oh my gosh. Gambling or speculation. Oh, maybe you're a gambler or you're dealing with somebody who gambles. And then you lose it all. And at this point, if you're at this point you've done the work to face this head on. Like you know what's holding you back and you know how to do the work to become successful. So don't keep yourself stuck by like martyring yourself by staying in this sort of like energy here. And don't let like people who have watched you kind of go through this over and over like discourage you or injure you, because you have this new emotional beginning. It's going to be hard just because new beginnings are, but you've done the new beginning like foundationally, like in the material enough times. It's like that part may not be hard for you. You might actually be able to manage that quite easily. It's the emotional stuff that might feel a little bit wonky. I'm going to clarify this Ace of Cups, Ten of Wands, and then we'll get to your lovely happiness, and we'll get a couple of oracle cards to close this reading out. Victory, Scorpio, and the Hermit. Whoa. So whoever this hermit is in your life, they are seeing you through this. And if this is you just being in hermit mode, that's okay. You might be done dealing with people. You might be tired of it. Just like, yeah, I'm over that. Like, people have totally messed me up. Like, facing my stuff head on, I'm doing the work, I'm getting into this meditative state and like focusing on the details, and like I'm just worried about my own success. I'm not really here to like be in the fray anymore. Um you're over that. Eight of Wands reversed with the Nine of Wands here. It's like you've gone over and over what happened enough times by now to be able to face it. This Nine of Wands energy, you really, I think maybe what you haven't faced emotionally is the emotional like impact of that on you as a person. And like maybe you'll have an epiphany at just about how much it's been keeping you stuck, because I'm hearing this Page of Swords might like actually come and talk to you, or it could just be that like what's been withheld from you, you have an epiphany about what's been withheld from you, and you realize, wow, um I didn't realize that that was like how heavy all that stuff was. But it's like, again, you have support. I think this hermit is another person helping to like bring you to victory, or the divine. The hermit has this rod that connects him with the divine, and it's here twice in your reading, here and here, with victory and a new emotional beginning. Clarify this hermit. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, definitely like an earth sign, female or feminine, divine feminine energy. Oh, Three of Cups. Somebody around you in your inner circle. You may have a very small, tight-knit inner circle. This might be like a sister or a mother or a I don't know, like a church friend. Somebody really, really close to you though. Also somebody who, with the Queen of Pentacles here, has seen you get to this King of Pentacles over and over, and like either gamble it or like, I'm not seeing necessarily that you're a gambler. For like one or two of you maybe, but like I think your gamble is like on the people around you. I think you might just have that sort of, I was hearing a reader describe Scorpios as like having major trust issues, and she was saying that like a Scorpio will like go against their own instinct in order to like believe in somebody and hope that somebody like is the best version of themselves. But like as soon as their trust is broken, like their trust is really fragile, and then that's it. They just, that stinger comes out and they cut you out, which is maybe why all of this sword energy is here. So this could be you just gambling on other people and like hoping against your own instincts that people are better than your instincts are telling you they are, because you don't really want to believe that people can be awful, which is fair. I think it's really it's the mark of somebody's character. It's a mark of somebody's character how it is they choose to view other people, right? So if you're the kind of person that goes around viewing other people as like potentially their best selves, um, especially if you give them that chance just by like being there to witness it, or like encouraging them or betting on them, like that's the mark of a good person. I think you also need that person, right, who's going to tell you like, no, these are bad people, just get away from those people. And that's who this hermit Virgo earth sign is for you. This is maybe a couple of people really close who are just like, no, that's, you don't need that in your life, you deserve better. And those are the people to listen to. Those are the people that are going to bring you to this new emotional beginning.
You might even feel like burdened by the fact that these are the people that are here for you, not in an ungrateful way, but more like, man, I tried to like to bet on people, and like so many people just kind of didn't follow through. This could also be you just betting on yourself over and over again and kind of maybe not seeing yourself clearly and coming to a realization about the work it is you're supposed to do. And it might actually be work about communicating how to overcome this struggle you've been through. If it was poverty, for instance, if you came out of poverty or out of not just poverty, but like a bad neighborhood or like a bad upbringing, or if you were dealing with like narcissists with the King of Pentacles and the Emperor here, with like negative readings, like people who like took from you and only cared about their own self-interests with the Eight of Wands reversed, like you might be seeing that very clearly for the first time and like doing the work of communicating the sort of foundations of this this upbringing. And like what with the Hermit here, your epiphany might just be like, these are the lessons I learned, and maybe other people can feel less alone if I just communicate them. You know what I mean? Like maybe you've been having a hard time like communicating them with the Page of Swords reversed. Maybe somebody made you feel like you weren't like worth it or worth doing that or something. But it's like there's 8 billion people on this planet, and like why not you? You know. Anyway, what's your happiness here? 10 of Wands is your happiness? You know what else I'm getting, Scorpio? Is you might be an introvert. And it's like you have all these people wanting to come to your aid and be around you, and like you're on this horse, like riding victoriously into this crowd, like, yeah. And you might just be the like kind of person who's like, no, I'm just gonna go chill in my room or in the woods by myself. Um, and your burden might actually be to realize like what a blessing this is, what a blessing all these people are, what a blessing this new emotional beginning is for you. And like it might be severely uncomfortable for you as an introvert to like give your energy out, but you've learned how to manage the giving of your energy. And one of my favorite readings of the 10 of Wands is like, I think it was like a woodland tarot deck, but there was this person who was carrying the 10 wands up a hill with a smile on his face because it was to build a fence for his community. So you're picking up these 10 wands because your victory is for not just you, it's for the people around you, and you've like done the work to understand how cherished they are. Oh, I got all emotional with that. That's really sweet. Wow. It's like you're understanding, yeah, what it was all for. And that's been coming up in your readings a lot. And it was all for, it wasn't all for, if you've been the kind of person who's been focused on like lack mentality, or like when am I going to have enough, or like if you came from poverty and you were looking for money or something, it's like you have this major epiphany regarding what wealth is, and like this is this is your wealth. Your wealth is like the BS you went through, the self-sacrifice you made, the epiphany that you're gaining, your connection with the divine. It's like your ability to return like negative energy back to sender. It's like other people having to watch you in your glow up with the Page of Swords, and also other people seeing what you've been through and you seeing what you've been through and knowing, yeah, this 9 of Wands, this injury I took, this like battle I won, this BS, it was like, it was for your community. It was for you and your community. It was for this little, like, just really lovely, like, home I'm feeling like you're coming home. And whatever home means to you, you know, if home was not like a good place, it's like this is you finding what that is for you, which can be a huge deal for somebody who didn't have that, you know? Nice. Let's pull a couple of oracle cards to close out this reading. I kept getting super confused about the cards because I felt like there was a lot of like really kind of dark stuff, and then there was also these like happy opposing energies like the last few days. I was like, what is going on here? I think Mercury's in Sagittarius right now, like today. I think as of tomorrow, it's like out. Got the devil on the bottom of the deck also. Like you might just be kind of fighting your like subconscious demons right now. But that was a beautiful message. Like with all this weird icky past life karma, it's like you closed all that out. It's like you've yeah. I don't even know what to say about that. All right. I'll worry about putting these away after after the reading. Um, this one wanted to come out. 5 of coins. Let's do the Light Seers Tarot. Okay. Spirit, let's get a couple of closing messages for Scorpio this evening. Again, whenever this is meant to find you, it will. It'll have something for you. Go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe if this reading resonates. Let me know. You can book a personal with me on my Etsy, join my Patreon, donate on Cash App. It's all linked below. Thank you for being here, Scorpio. I love reading for you all. It's a privilege and an honor, and I don't take it lightly. All right. Messages for Scorpio, please. The Star. I think that's where we leave it. Yeah, that's good. The Star. Look at this card. The string is coming from like a lit up heart chakra. Her heart chakra is all green and open. And it's going straight up to the clouds, to the divine, like lighting up the stars. Like she's connected with the ancestors, with the light of like what creates us, right? Like this card's awesome. I expect miracles. So this has been your jumping to your highest timeline reading, Scorpio. Expectations fulfilled, wishes granted, opportunities, healing after traumatic events. Yeah. Knowing you're on the right path, inspiration and renewed hope. Sink into the dreamlike inspiration of the star. She sends a message of divine timing and renewed hope, and she guides you to reach for that string of serendipity and faith. Your future is increasingly bright, and you are blessed by the universe. Your core purpose is beginning to bubble at the surface of your reality. Yeah, with that 8 of Pentacles here and all that weird BS work you've already done, you're on your highest timeline already. Your path is intrinsically tied to your biggest missions and brightest opportunities for expansion. Step onto a path of fulfillment and happiness with starlight to guide you. Allow your innate essence to shine through any residual darkness right now. Uncover any limiting beliefs or self doubt that you are holding on to. Find the courage to voice any unexpressed emotions and release every bit of outgrown energy that is anchoring you to the past. It is time to release and ascend. As you let go, you will focus on the future, and you will find your biggest source of inspiration and love. The stars are aligning in your favor, and it's time to trust them. Expect miracles. Oh my goodness, Scorpios 54:43 on the timer. You might be seeing 345. 54:43. All right.
I expect miracles. I expect miracles. I expect miracles.
55 minutes on the timer. We are done. Thank you for being here, Scorpios. That was a beautiful reading. I like. I'm a little bit. All right. I hope this was helpful to you. I'll see you tomorrow.